This is a 2000s Chevy Astro van, and this is me and my best friend Slicky C, and we are trying to see if we can remodel this van in time to get this group of idiots to the beach in one safe vehicle. Now, unfortunately, we started this project before I was big into the making videos, so a lot of this first part is photographic only, and that's why I'm doing voiceover for it. But the project started with this 2000s Chevy Astro van. It was filled with garbage, it had a lot of problems, but we were determined to get it going. Now, the first step to this project was to get new tires, because the tires on it currently look like this and were bald. So me and my dad went to pull apart, found some nice tires, and cleaned them up really good. They were a little dry rotted, and you know, it's okay. We also found this seat out of a 1990s Chevy Astro. We took it out of the back, cleaned it up really good, and it actually can fold out into a flat futon, which is really nice. So we got that stuff before I actually even got the van, just to go ahead and start cleaning it up. Then we proceeded to clean out the inside completely, rid everything, wash it with soap and water, scrub it down inside and out, and we ended up getting the seat in, just bolting it straight through to the floor. We bolted the seat in. As you can see, Garfunkel is helping us out along the way. Now, there was a lot of other work that we did around this point that was not photographed because it was really boring and really hard. So passenger door handle did not work, the rear door handle did not work, and the panel on the inside of the driver door was missing, and the dashboard covering the steering wheel was also missing completely. So we fixed all four of those problems along with this same phase of getting this first seat in. Next, it was time to start on the interior. This was what I was most excited for. So me and my friend went to a local, it's not local, but a craft store we have here called Joann's. We got a bunch of fabric. I picked out this nice frog print, and I got my grandma. I measured the windows, and I went to Walmart and got curtain rods, and I had my grandma sew me curtains. As well as we found this rug at a consignment store, that like an outdoor rug that we were able to put onto the roof. And I did end up putting in a little disco ball, but later that had to come out, unfortunately. But this was the first step of the interior work, and it was slowly coming together very nicely. Now, around here is when things started to get a little bit complicated. The ignition cylinder actually did not work, and at this point we were starting the van with a screwdriver. Not kidding, it was started with a screwdriver and a light switch. It still has the light switch, but we would start with a screwdriver. So we went to pull apart, and this took me and my dad days to figure out how to get this ignition cylinder out and installed properly. And it actually still is not even installed properly because it works, but you cannot pull the key out. So that's where we're at right now. Another difficulty was that the futon that we bought did not actually have seat belts, so we ended up having to bolt the seat belts into the ground. They were just loose seat belts we pulled out of a different vehicle. But then we started on the middle row of seats, because the goal of this van was to be able to carry 7 guys to Florida. So originally it was made to be a passenger van. So we started on these RV seats that we actually got from my uncle. He gave them to us. He had them out of an old RV of his. They're captain chairs. They had a base that would swivel. However, we ended up having to take that off because it was too tall, and we just set them on the ground and bolted those straight in as well. And this was really hard because they were right above the gas tank, so we were having to drill very carefully to not explode. Middle seat finally installed. It was ready to hit the road, or so we thought. It ended up breaking down on the side of the road, leaving me and my girlfriend stranded for hours. We missed a movie we had bought tickets for, and we had to get it towed. I was beginning to lose hope in this van at this point because it just died in the middle of the road, and I was barely able to get to the side, and we had no idea how much money or what the problem was that would be required to fix this. Now, you may be thinking, wow, this doesn't seem like that much work. That's just because I'm recapping very quickly. These pictures are taken weeks, months apart. I mean, this whole project up to this point has already been months because I got the van just only 4 or 5 months before this trip was supposed to take place. So this up to this point, the trip was getting close, and so it had only been about 4 or 5 months all this work. But this point, we figured out that it was going to need a new air filter as well as a new alternator. So we did actually get the air filter cleaned out and installed. However, the alternator was more expensive and a lot harder part. And the trip was closing in. I still need to buy new tires, which at this point were like $600 for a whole set. And I need to buy the alternator, which was around $120 to $150. And I was just like, it's not gonna happen. And it just sat, the van sat in my driveway for months. And as you can see, we did not get to take it the beach trip. I had lost a little hope at this point, but after the trip, I was able to recuperate my mind. Its main purpose may not have been fulfilled, but I still wanted this van usable. It was sick. We had put a bunch of stickers on it by this point. I forgot to mention that earlier, but I'll put in like a little clip of all the stickers. These did not go on all at once, but this is all the ones that are currently on there. There's some interesting stickers. But it was time to get this project back started. So, got the alternator. We got it installed after a couple days, and it was finally drivable again. However, in order to achieve this goal, I had to resort to selling stuff out of the back of it. That's a joke. It's not a joke. I did sell stuff out of the back of it, but I did not get to keep any of that money. However, this is approximately the majority of the work that we've done to the van at this point. There's still some minor interior work. We did put down carpet. I forgot to mention that earlier as well. We put down carpet before we put the seats in. The second pair of seats. We carpeted it and I cut it to fit. It actually turned out really nice. I was really happy with it. As well as we installed a little light into the cab. That's the word, the cab. And we made these really ugly makeshift cup holders that are still in there today, but I want to replace them with these at some point. I was going to try to break down the cost for you guys, approximate, but I really don't remember. I didn't document it, and it's been about a year now since this whole project started, but I want to say I personally have definitely less than $300-400 in this vehicle. I forgot to mention I did get it for free because of the condition it was in, but it was also from my girlfriend's father. But my friend Slicky C, he has some money in as well, as long as Wassum, aka Rainbow Cat, aka Braden. There's some other people who have donated to the cause, so shout out to you guys. But this is currently where the van stands today. It's got a clean looking outside for the most part. Eventually we are going to repaint it. It might be in this video included. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. We're going to repaint it a little bit, not the whole thing. And then here's the interior, looking very nice. Got a carpet, got seats. It's fairly roomy in here. And we've got a little nice console set up with some cup holders in between the passenger and the driver's seat, as well as just some little dash ornaments that we've put in along the way just to really personalize it up a little bit. Now, as far as projects that I want to do on this in the future, me and Slicky C are actually going on a trip soon where we are going to be camping in the van. So we are going to be able to put in a lock on the inside of the rear door, because that is the only one that does not lock properly from the outside without breaking the handle. As well as we're going to put up some removable curtains to separate the cab and the rear, meaning we can take them down in the mornings and just put them up when we're ready to go to sleep. And we're just going to organize a little bit and get it more from passenger based, which is what I originally built it to be, to more actually functional and efficient for camping, which is what I really want to use it for, road trips and camping. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this little breakdown of the work I've done. I'm sorry it's not really sorry it's not really videotized, filmed, if you will. But like I said, this was before I started making videos, so I did not document it. But I did want to break it down and show you guys that, like, two guys who know nothing about cars can remodel a van and make it look like, take it from like this to this. That is crazy to me. I never thought I'd be able to do anything like that. We also did a lot of internal, like, not engine work, but actually work with the car. For example, we had to change the ball joints, which was very difficult, and new brakes and stuff like that, but that's not really like stuff that's noticeable from the outside to the normal eye, so I did not include pictures of that. But we put a lot of work into it. But if you have a van, if you have a car, if you have anything you want to remodel, a trailer, whatever, you can do it. It is a lot easier than I thought it would be. It takes time. It takes a lot of time, don't get me wrong, and a lot of work. But I went in knowing nothing about cars, and now I know everything about that car in specific. So I just hope, maybe this video will motivate you to get out there and do your own project, because I love it. It's so nice. I love the van so much. But guys, there is more. The project is not done. There will be more to do to the van. So get ready for that. I'm going to start doing some more, just little, not a lot, but, just little updates on the van and the project. So I hope you guys enjoy it, because it really is like, it's become part of my I don't want to say part of my personality, but it kind of has. Like, everyone, all my friends and stuff know me for the van, the battle bus is what we call it. But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. There's lots of things coming. Peace out, guys.